Hello viewers, I want to welcome you to this wonderful channel once again. Today we will be discussing on a very contradicting and interesting topic by Apostle Arome Osayi in one of his sermons, where he said that Jesus did not go into the wilderness to fast and pray, but to be tempted by the devil. Please, can we watch this video and hear from what he said?
So when he came into the wilderness, and he came before the tester came, he came before Satan came, and began to fast and pray. He didn't come to the wilderness to fast and pray. He came there to be tempted. But he arrived the testing ground before the tester, and he subjected himself to fasting and prayer. What's the meaning of that? You are not with me. Fasting was a strategy adopted so that it would be difficult for the environment to affect him. It was an attempt to starve the flesh. If you find a woman that talks too much in the night, is describing people's head, that their head is like this, put her on 3 days dry fasting. On the 4th day, go there with someone's big head. She will lack vocabulary. She will lack utterance. May the Lord give you understanding. So fasting was a strategy to ensure that his flesh was weakened, so there will be nothing in the flesh that will be exploited by the visitation of the devil. When the devil comes, he exploits your appetites. He exploits your inclinations. He exploits every desire of the flesh. And unfortunately, you feed flesh when you eat too much. So when you starve flesh, he cries and he becomes quiet. So Jesus, wanting to meet with a spirit, because the tempter here is not a human being, is a spirit being, he advised himself that the way out of this matter is to fast. So fasting makes it difficult for the environment to influence you, and prayer makes it easy for you to influence the environment. So the strategy was fasting and what? Prayer. The Bible says that after the 40 days, 40 nights of fasting, afterward, he was an hungered. And when the tempter came, the object of temptation was his status that was declared from heaven. If indeed you are the Son of God. We've been hearing you calling yourself Son of God, Son of God, Son of God. We from the underworld, we have no knowledge of that designation. But if you are willing to prove that you are the Son of God, you can start by turning these stones to bread. Why was the temptation about bread? It was because he had fasted for 40 days. And afterward, he was what? An hunger. Seduction takes advantage of a weakness that is available. When Satan comes your way, he's going to check you out. He's going to look upon you from head to foot, and he is likely to find something to exploit. Satan wants to play a fast one on your life by exploiting your weakness. He knows that if he comes against you in the area of your strength, he's not good at fighting. He's not good at war. Normally he goes around like a roaring lion, but he's not a roaring lion. He takes advantage of the roar, but he can't really fight. So if he wants to penetrate you, he looks for a weakness. So that day, the weakness was hunger, because in trying to stuff his spirit and to starve his flesh, he went the way of fasting. Are you with me? But you see that in the physical hunger that Jesus subjected himself to in fasting, we could see that his spirit was stronger than the weakness of his hunger. And the Bible says that the spirit of a man shall sustain his infirmity. So he found occasion to preach to the devil. He said, are you aware that I was there in the beginning when we sat in council to design man? The idea about man, the vision about man was not so that he will live by bread only. Man was supposed to be a creature that will live and to fulfill every revelation that comes out of the mouth of God. That's the purpose of man. He preached to Satan. That hunger is secondary. The reason why I will not eat is because the Lord has not commanded that I eat. So Jesus was operating on a level where seduction could not penetrate him, because he was a man that was set under authority, and his reference point was the will of his Father. As long as you are stuck with the will of God, it will be difficult for Satan to seduce you.